had it and I X'd out of it, so I got to go back to it and click it again.
Yeah, you thought I wasn't gonna ask that question, did you?
No, I didn't.
Not that I care.
To go find it.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't care that much.
Yeah.
I really don't care that much. So,
Yeah, it'll because of their contracts, they're gonna go back. They're gonna go to Disney Plus, and then they're gonna go back to Netflix. It includes Lucasfilm movies, Pixar, and Marvel movies.
that makes
Or
no
what it is.
fucking sense.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I guess they'll contract only release them back to Disney for a year, and then they'll go back to Netflix after that. So, anywho, um, speaking of Netflix, fun fact: The Office is the most watched show in the history of Netflix,
I bet.
I'd
It's
imagine.
leaving.
Wow. Yep.
and it's leaving Netflix at the end of this year.
I love.
On to good old Peacock.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't understand why they would do that. It's like if you look at
Fox.
statistically, it like triples any other show and movie in history of Netflix. It is literally the most watched show in history of Netflix, and probably nothing will ever catch it. And it's leaving. Yeah, I guess Fox. Was it on Fox?
No, NBC.
Or NBC. Yeah, their streaming app.
That's so dumb. But whatever. Anywho, what do you got, James, or anybody else?
All right, so I saw an article throughout the week from where's this from? Gaming Bolt. So we got the Xbox coming out, the new Xbox coming out next year. So time for speculation, am I right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So here are, according to Gaming Bolt, 14 sequels we wish to see on Microsoft's next console. So Halo Wars 3,
There's a two.
Ooh.
yeah,
Eh.
I was
Fa-
never really into Halo Wars.
they're the
First one was good. The second one wasn't as good, but like they did all the things to make it actually an RTS, but like kind of took away from the Halo Wars part of it. So
Halo Wars
hope
1.
the third one makes it better.
Halo Wars 1 is the best RTS on console.
Command and Conquer was pretty good, surprisingly.
Yeah, and
Army Men Real Time Strategy GameCube. At me.
StarCraft 64.
I remember that game.
Fable 4.
Oh yes, please.
That's not gonna happen because Lionhead's dead.
Give me Fable 4 or Half-Life 3. You
Just
choose.
kidding.
New Conquer game. That's not gonna happen because they don't let Rare do anything.
Left 4 Dead 3.
It crap. Oh no, Gears 6. Well, that's gonna happen. We know that for a fucking fact.
Yeah.
Too many.
I mean, for a fact, with the way that game ended, with the way Fifth ended, which shit.
Really?
Shit.
I'm surprised you haven't finished it yet. But
I have
yeah,
not.
like,
20
shit,
minutes
if
in.
they didn't make another game, I'd be angry as fuck.
I've been too busy playing Outer Wild. Fuck! Outer Worlds. Damn it!
You did so well.
I did so goddamn well. Hellblade 2. I'm sure that's gonna happen. The sequel to Hellblade: Setsuna's Sacrifice. Yeah, so that's that, and they just bought Ninja Theory, the company that made it. So here's hoping.
Sea of Thieves 2.
Banjo-Kazooie 4 not gonna happen because they don't let Rare do anything.
Because nuts and bolts happened.
Yeah. Forza Horizon 5, we know that's going to happen. It's almost a fucking guaranteed at this point, and then they're going to take all of it off the store one day. Fuck game preservation, am I right? State of Decay 3, I mean, people like State of Decay. Perfect Dark sequel, again, refer back to Rare.
Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
refer back to
64
zero.
Perfect Dark.
Yeah, or the Perfect Dark game that was the launch title for the Xbox 360 where Rare had, like, 3
Oof.
fucking games come out for the 360 on launch day.
Why don't I remember a Perfect Dark sequel on Xbox?
It's not good.
Because
It's not good.
Okay. Because
Perfect Dark-
Perfect Dark was like the best thing ever.
Oh yeah, it's better than GoldenEye. It holds up way better than
100%.
GoldenEye. Hey, Sea of Thieves 2. That'd be
What are they gonna do?
that'd be lit. I don't know.
Just change the world. Looks like Fortnite Chapter 2. Same thing.
4 islands, more boats, etc.
Bigger
Project
servers,
six
maybe they'll act.
6-man crew.
they'll answer my tweets.
A linear story.
I'm not
Project.
sure about the linear
Story.
story, but I just want them to answer my tweets and acknowledge my existence.
You need to tweet at Rare. You just tweeted at Sea of Thieves. You need to talk to Rare themselves directly.
No, I did both.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, notice me.
Dang.
Yeah, I did both.
Dang. I
was
think
like-
Rare responded to me once.
I was like, listen, you motherfuckers, you need to make a 6-man
Well, maybe
crew.
that's why they didn't. Maybe that's why they didn't respond to you, because you started
Yeah,
off with
hostile.
listen,
give us
with like,
can't
listen,
give us 8
motherfucker.
fucking cannons, a 3-level ship, 6 sails, and a fucking captain's deck with 3 people.
Project Gotham Racing sequel. Whatever number. You guys remember Project Gotham Racing, right?
No,
No.
not
Sort
at
of,
all.
kind of.
It was their answer to Gran Turismo when the original Xbox was out. Killer Instinct sequel. Killer Instinct is great, but again, refer back to Rare. Forza Motorsport 8. We know that's gonna happen. Don't even fucking joke. Crackdown 4 probably not gonna happen because Crackdown 3 was a hot mess. And that's the list.
Nice.
Speaking of lists, let's take a look at the list of the Final Fantasy 14 patch, shall we?
Okay.
So basically, this is going to be the new one that has the story from Yoko Taro, the creator of Dr. Nearman and the wonderful things about it. So it's going to be absolutely crazy. I know I'm going to love it. I should really get back into 14 so I can play it next. Do you guys want to talk about Fallout 76 now or wait?
Let's get it over with.
Let's get it over
Talk
with.
about them making you pay for them.
Shit! Fallout's back
They're
in
not
the
making you
news.
Pay for it.
Fallout's back in the news.
To not play their game.
Fallout is back in the goddamn news. I have never been more happy in my life. Anytime I get to
No,
dunk on Fallout 76 is a good day for me.
Yeah, they're not doing a good job right now.
Oh, the exact opposite of a good job. So,
Yeah.
so they're selling a $100 annual subscription to Fallout
Sure is.
76 called Fallout First. So here's what it gets you. It gets you. Where is? Please load. Please load. Thank you.
Or it's $13 a month. $100 or $100 a year, or $13 a month.
That's more than $100 a year if you have them for app, which is
Yeah.
a good
Mhm.
choice.
The convenience
so
of paying per
stupid.
month.
Well, I mean, all right. So the biggest highlight of that dealio is they give you like servers that you and your friends can play on. The problem is, yeah, quote unquote, They're broken.
Private
they're broken
servers.
right now.
Free
Now,
scrap.
I know,
They
right?
give you server
Unlimited
space.
It's
scrap.
funny because they're actually using their and then unlimited scrap. Yeah, you can have all the scrap your heart can
Unlimited.
desire.
If you pay 14
As long as you can
bucks.
use it before we take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big update. They also they were supposed to release the Wastelanders. That was supposed to change the whole game. That's been delayed till next year now too.
Mhm.
Well, they
That doesn't help.
completely like pooped on that roadmap. They're like,
Yeah,
we're
they
done
did.
with the
Yeah.
roadmap. We don't need roadmaps. What
Yep.
do we look like with roadmaps?
There's kind of a conspiracy that they released this first and then delayed Wastelanders so they could get people to pay for it so they can
Mm.
experience Wastelanders later or something. Like so they'll-
Suddenly they're gonna
get
throw
people-
Wastelanders into it.
yeah.
Whoa.
So just a way to keep players still playing.
Yeah.
So those are the two big things. Was
They
the
effectively shot themselves in the foot.
private servers and the scrap box that gives you unlimited scrap. Essentially, you can place as much scrap in there as you want. But holy fucking shit, they managed to screw it up. So
Yeah.
this is
Well,
from
one problem they're having is that the friends list, as far as the like private servers, it anybody that's on your list at all
anyone can join,
can just join.
invite or no.
Yeah.
And there's even people thinking that anyone can join, period. Because people who
Sounds
don't
good.
have any friends on like hooked up to their whatever Bethesda launcher is, they've been noticing, hey, shit's been looted here, or hey, people have definitely been here.
Yeah.
Mike Richards said it's a garbage game for garbage people. Don't at me.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah,
I
they
love you,
just
Mike.
can't seem to get it right, man.
And then that people holding out hope for that unlimited scrap.
Well, they released the fridge item like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think. That I think it's like $4 or $5 you pay for in the Atomic Shop, and it allows your stuff to last longer.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Everybody was pissed off because it's a pay-to-win item.
Yeah. But hey, if you have
Right.
Fallout First, I'm sure you could buy it in like 4 months.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was another thing. They did give you a monthly
They
currency.
give you $16 worth of currency every month or whatever.
Yeah.
So if you do pay, I mean, if you were otherwise gonna, if it's $13 a month, if you were a diehard player, and you were gonna sink that money into it anyways, I guess it is a better deal.
They just want to get more money out of the
Yeah,
people
they
that
do.
already
Mhm.
buy all the items off the shop.
Yep.
Pretty much. They go hard.
Bullet meat foot.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So another thing with the scrap box is that people have been leaving the game, and the scrap that they collected is just gone out of the box.
And
Yeah,
at
they're
first
losing
they
their
thought it
shit.
was a graphical error, but nope.
So here's
On further investigation, they found that in fact, no, your shit is getting eaten by the boxes.
Yeah. so here's what Bethesda says. This is their fix for the losing all your scrap issue. Try opening another player's scrap box on a public server, which may help in getting items to show up again. And if that doesn't work, they're suggesting restarting the game client or uninstalling and reinstalling the game.
Well, there's one other option, and that is throw your fucking console out the window.
Yeah, just yeet that thing
Shoot it.
into the
Or
next
reinstall Windows.
yeet that shit
Yeah.
into the next postal code.
That sounds like a very similar problem I was having with Streamlabs. It's a really
Why?
big issue that I have to deal with for their fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I fail to understand why they just don't leave it the fuck alone. Do what they did with Ark.
No.
Like,
Here's
come on.
here's why. Because they want to make their money back. They want to
Doesn't
make
Ark
their
make
money back.
money? They
They're
made some other
probably losing
games.
Yeah,
more and
no.
more players.
Probably, but
Oh my god, especially after this. Ugh.
and there have been people that are
They're gonna
targeting
sunset it.
people that have like the first icon over their head, because you get like a special icon or something when you play like in public.
Wow.
And people are actively hunting those players.
Wow.
It's becoming a glorified witch hunt at this point.
They should
Isn't
be on
it
the private
still-
worlds anyways.
Isn't it still Handshake though, or did they get rid of Handshake?
I think they got rid of Handshake. I don't know.
Probably depends on the type, because remember they added the PvP servers in,
Did
so
they?
that,
Okay.
yeah, so it's probably on both.
Like them fucks that come and mess with you the second you join Sea of Thieves, and they destroy your boat and leave you for ransom and
Dead.
For the
All I can
shocks.
think of is on like the normal
Big
server
deal.
that's not straight PvP. You just have a horde of people consistently clicking your handshake until you give up, and they're just all gonna wreck you.
So
Just wants to battle, wants to battle.
Okay, I'll go with this next because Fallout 76, that was a fuck up. Here's another fuck up. WWE 2K20.
Wah wah wah.
Are any of you guys familiar about the wonderful stuff that's going on in that game?
Looks like a
Sure
PS2
am.
game.
That,
Dude, it's fucking bad.
I wouldn't.
Is it?
I've seen PS2 games that look better than this.
Google right now. WWE 2K20 graphics.
I'm not looking at it because I don't want to be busting out in laughter.
What is it?
Graphics. Just type in.
Graphics.
Oh god, first thing I see is Brock Lesnar. Jesus Christ.
Fuck it, I'll do it. .dd.
Is that really what Andre the Giant looks like in 2K20?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And then add the
It's like
Rock.
a pudding boy with hair.
Add the Rock to the end of it. So WWE 2K20 graphics, The Rock. It's the second picture in Google.
Holy shit. Why does this look like 25 to life?
And you guys you guys remember what, know what Dwayne The Rock Johnson looks like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
not
him.
I'm glad James understood my reference.
I super understood that reference.
What did you say? I didn't hear what you
I
said.
said, why does this look like 25 to life? If you've ever played that game back on PS2, that shit looks exactly like it.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, then the graphics is not too good on that, huh?
No.
Oh,
then
and the
now it's delete
glitches.
graphics.
Game.
Delete graphics and type glitches.
I think I saw the one. It looked like someone's head was exploding.
Yep. Or like
So
the hair flipping all over the goddamn place, or
So
the ones
one of
where the rings are going crazy, or the ref just assimilates into the ring.
So the first picture you guys should see is the ropes break. The characters are in the ground and the other person's in the stands. I don't know if you guys see that or not. You type in
No.
WWE 2K20 glitches.
Yeah,
The
it has
first
one
one
where
that comes
somebody's
up-
face gets pulled off.
Yep,
Yeah.
their face gets covered in hair.
It
Oh,
looks
That's
like
about
it looks like the veins of someone's skull.
Yeah, if you just scroll
Yeah, it
through the
looks like
different
Babu.
glitches. Yeah. Scroll through the
Oh, I
glitches,
just
you'll
found
see the
the
different ring. Yeah.
It's a
Oof.
it's such a fucking joke.
Yeah, so that's no good.
It's such a fucking joke that Sony is offering refunds.
I feel like they probably have access to the same kind of like graphics as like the other 2K games or the other sports games. Why not just use them?
Well, here's the thing. 2K19 looks 20 times goddamn better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's also true.
If you type in like comparisons, like 2K20 comparison, it'll give you last year versus this year on everybody. One of them's John Cena, Brock Lesnar. It's
And
ungodly bad.
In the story mode, they have a story mode that is laughable. Now, like, all right, the 2K basketball games had Spike Lee for a few of them, like direct it, but he doesn't know how to write people. He just doesn't. He's a terrible writer and not even that good of a director. I'm gonna fucking say that right now. But man, it makes those seem like Shakespearean.
Essentially, what 2K was like. So we got NBA, WWE. This year we'll just give it to the NBA, and WWE can have the taxes.
Well, it's because with 2K basketball, NBA 2K, you can just make it a real fucking gambling experience, a gambling
Yeah, loot
simulator.
boxes.
That's all you need.
Pachinko, actual fucking
Pachinko.
slots.
Opa.
Yeah, it's very, 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 very bad.
Last of Us 2 has been delayed until May, so that kind of sucks. Rip.
So I actually
but
have a
hey,
couple of the other games that got delayed as well.
what else got delayed?
Metroid Prime 4.
Well, that
Well-
they had to completely scrap and redo.
Okay.
So that's been like, it's being made.
Eventually.
Where Retro Studios is working on it. I don't know.
Fucking Watch
Done
Dogs
when it's
Legion,
done.
which I was excited for.
Oh my god.
Let's hope
Oh
they
my
don't screw
god.
it up.
Oh my god. It's turning into Watch Dogs all over again.
Stop.
Watch it.
Don't,
No.
don't.
Watch Ubisoft. Okay, so I have a special hatred for the first Watch Dogs games.
I don't understand why, but I get it. It wasn't good.
I
The story was great.
It was
No,
so
no, no.
overhyped.
No. This is why I hated Watch Dogs 1.
Okay.
I bought I bought a PlayStation 4 for Watch Dogs.
Okay.
Doesn't that fucking thing get delayed by like a few months? So I'm like, fuck, all right, I'm already a little salty. And then it turns out the game isn't that great anyway. So I think if I didn't buy a PlayStation 4 for it, I would have been, fine. I was like, okay, this is just a mediocre game. But the fact is that I spent $400 goddamn dollars on this.
Play a game.
To play a game.
A shitty game.
That and Drive Club, which again also got delayed. But with this now, it's like, oh, this is gonna get delayed too. Watch it get delayed and like, oh, hey, it's getting delayed to just come out on there's gonna be a PS5 version. Well, fuck, I'm gonna buy a PS5. I'll pick up Watch Dogs, and it turns out Watch Dogs Legion is shit.
Oh.
I'm gonna get hurt again.
Dude, they're
I'm
so
gonna get
disappointing
fucking
if that's
burned
the
again.
case.
I'm gonna get burned. I know it. I still have it pre-ordered though, but I'm gonna get burned.
You're not going to be able to actually pull off Nanageddon.
No, that's
Sad.
We also have Doom Eternal that was delayed till March 20th, 2020.
Oh yeah, so they could clean up the Switch port.
And I don't know how the fuck to say this, but Shenmue 3
Shenmue.
till Shenmue 3 till November 19th. So
It's gonna be trash anyway.
That's fair.
Shenmue's just a shitty Yakuza.
Okay. Rainbow Six Quarantine, which I'm assuming is a entire new game patch. Not patch, but like add-on.
New game.
Or is that an actual
New,
game?
No,
new
it's like
standalone.
It's a new
Oh,
standalone
cool.
game with a PvE mode. Basically,
Oh, tight.
you're quarantined in a city.
Think of it as the Division, but Rainbow Six. That's
Okay,
it.
that makes sense.
That's all it is.
The other one that I've never heard of, Gods and Monsters, delayed till who knows when. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 till unknown.
Oh, Vampire the Masquerade's good.
Yeah. Spelunky 2. If anyone was excited for good old Spelunky. I played the first one for a little bit. Like a day. And then Skull and
Wait,
Bones.
but no, hold on. When is Spelunky 2
Looks
coming
good.
out?
Spelunky 2 is also unknown.
Fuck! I have a Spelunky on the Vita, god damn it, and the PS3 and PS4. I love that
Nice.
game.
It's solid. It's fun. But yeah, Skull and Bones, which I've also never heard of.
It's like Sea of Thieves with graphics. TBH.
It's like Sea of Thieves with graphic. Oof.
Hey man, Sea of Thieves has a graphic.
A singular
of 'em.
graphic.
A couple of them in there.
Just maybe 3 or 4 graphics.
Yeah, just imagine like an Assassin's Creed version of Sea of Thieves.
Oh, so a few
Okay.
So like 16,
Ubisoft clean.
like
yeah,
16 graphics.
Yeah, like it looks like a pretty game. It's gonna be another 2 years though.
Speaking of some things that were delayed and pushed back, who remembers Payday 2?
Yeah.
I never played it, but I know
Played
it.
it a bunch. Played it in
Familiar
VR.
with it.
So, it released in 2013, and shortly thereafter, Starbreeze, the company, had a lot of financial problems. They actually
Fucked.
went basically they more or less the company filed chapter 11 bankruptcy, and Starbreeze is going into a reconstruction, and then once everything is finalized they will resume work on Payday 2.
Ain't gonna happen.
Supposedly
I mean, didn't they release like an update for that like
Yep, they did.
6 months ago or something?
Which was shocking.
yeah, but they couldn't, but they were supposed to keep going with it, but then due to financial issues they couldn't do anything more with it. But once this is finished they will be releasing they basically reset the clock more or less and start fresh by continuing releasing DLC, things along those lines for this game, as supposedly the Steam community really wants it. So
Yeah, but
could
the Steam,
understand.
but
game's
the
still super
but the
popular for
Steam
being 6 years old.
community, the Steam community isn't the ones that are paying these developers mortgages.
yeah. So we'll see if it actually happens, but the new CEO that was just appointed a couple months ago says that it will continue its work once Starbreeze is finished with its reconstruction, after it's what they were calling it similar to a Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Debt consolidation.
Because it's in Norwalk, so it's a different concept than it is here. So
Wh-
it's
where
what the company's
wh-
based off of.
Where is it?
Not Norwalk.
Norway?
Sorry, the
Norwich?
yeah. No, Norway, not Norwalk. I was reading the CEO's last name is that sorry, Norway. So it's a different. It's not. It's because USA it's Chapter 11 bankruptcy. It's not the same thing in other countries.
Yeah, it's
but
just
it's what it's similar.
debt consolidation.
Yeah. So, but they guarantee that they will resume work on payday 2, which is weird to me.
Hope
Why
so.
they would do that for a 6-year-old game? But Mark said that game's still super popular, so why not?
I hear about it, and like there's
It seems like fun.
there's a lot of games with like very subtle crossovers that have like things about Payday in it. Like I've seen The Mask in 1 or 2 different games.
I mean, hell, H3H3's in it from YouTube.
Is he?
Yeah, Ethan and Tila Klein are both in it.
Nice.
It's probably like the only like well-rounded like bank robbery or robbery game.
Oh yeah,
Like there aren't too many really great games that simulate that too well.
I played the first one. It was a lot of fun. I never played 2.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, compared to the first one, but like there isn't like any other game series that does that too well. So they probably didn't want to just remake a new game that would be kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. What else you got, James?
So 2 of my favorite people in the world, Suda51 and Swery65, announced on an IGN Japan live stream that they're going to be making a game together. So Suda51 and Swery, they made things like, Suda51 did like Killer 7, and like Killer 7, No More Heroes, that kind of stuff. While Swery made things like Deadly Premonition and what's a Good Life, the stories of J.J. McAfield, I forget what the new game he just made was. But 2 completely insane people working on a new game called Hotel Barcelona. They talked about it a little bit on IGN Japan live stream. Lot of really good moments from it, where one of the guys, they talked about who's going to be the art director for the game, and they were like, yeah, we haven't decided that yet. And I think it was Swery went, oh, what if we get the dude who did the art direction for Silent Hill? And then they both go, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And then one of them pulls out their phone and straight up text him during the interview. And they ask him, IGN Japan talks to the art director for the Silent Hill series. They're like, yeah. He goes, yeah, I got that text. I'm so down. They even say like, yeah, and we're going to pitch it to, we're gonna pitch the idea around. We really hope that Devolver Digital picks us up. And Devolver Digital's Twitter's just like, what? What? Just hit us up right now. Do it. Hit us up. We'll give you money.
Take my money.
So that's really the old. It's one of those things. This is an article for me, but I felt like the other stuff in the article would have been I'm sure you guys got a good laugh out of it.
That's neat for sure.
Interesting news here, really quick. The rarest Pokemon card on Earth just sold for. So we talked about this not too long ago about this one Pokemon card that was like the rarest ever or something, selling for a stupid amount of money and getting lost. That was like what I think like $90,000 or something like that. I can't remember. So this Pokemon card, it is Pikachu Illustrator card. It was a promo given out to the winners of a comic contest that was held in Japan from 97 to 98. There were 39 of those cards awarded. Only 10 are believed to still be in existence now. A mint copy of this card just sold at auction. Please, Kotaku, fucking load. Sold for $195,000.
That's wild.
One Pokemon card.
That's more than double what it was. The $90,000 card.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
that's a chunk of change.
$100,000 more than what it costs to make it.
You could buy a house for that.
You can buy a really
Buy a
really
bunch
nice
of
house for
houses.
that.
And it costs
Not
like
a
2
really
cents to
nice
make.
house, but
Right.
it was given away for free.
Well, like even to make it probably costs like a penny.
Oh yeah, probably. Here's another little interesting bit of news. Here is the best-selling systems. The hardware estimate sales for the week ending in October 19th. The only reason I find this interesting is because the PlayStation Vita sold 29 units
What?
Nice.
in Japan.
There's hope yet.
So
Still hope.
Not wrong.
there's that. Last thing is, there was some speculation a few weeks ago about Death Stranding. It was taken off. Well, it wasn't taken off, but the only on PlayStation logo was removed from the box art, the work in progress box art. So people were wondering, oh, is it going to be only on PS4? Is it coming to other systems? Death Stranding, they did announce that it is coming to PC next year. So Death
Nice.
Stranding's coming out in what, 2 fucking weeks? A week and a half, 2 weeks. 2 weeks I have. I gotta
it's
beat
delayed.
everything now. But
So it's delayed.
it's not gonna get delayed. It's gone. It's gone gold. It's not gonna get delayed. Kojima wouldn't do that to me.
Kojima wouldn't do that to me.
So yeah, Norman Reedus and his Funky Fetus will be coming to a Steam near you. I think it's spring of next year. So a lot of people are butthurt about it. I don't care. More people are going to play a Kojima game. Kojima's going to get more money. I'm happy for him.
Oh yeah.
And that's my news.
I got one more piece unless somebody else has anything.
I don't have any news. I just have lists that I think are interesting.
All
I
right.
have some news.
Go ahead, Mark.
Let me take a look. Pokemon Go recently announced a new feature that's going to be coming in early 2020 called Pokemon Go League Battle, which allows trainers that are good friends or ultra friends to battle each other no matter where they are. So if they're close to each other,
Nice.
they're actually able to battle your friends now.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
When's the Pokemon Go to the polls update coming? That hurts your soul, Mark.
All right,
It
well,
looked like it did.
I don't know how to
Bro.
respond to that.
Hey, you better start training your Pokemon Walker, because
I
I'm
am.
gonna come at you on the digital battlefield.
Come out of nowhere, you're done.
I'll throw a Bulbasaur at you the size of a bulbous Thor.
We'll throw that
Nice.
too.
Nice.
Thank you. Like I did that. You see, I did that.
I see what you did
All
there.
right, Stallone.
One other big thing that happened this week, another Twitch star, Shroud, moves over to Mixer.
Sure
So,
did.
Yeah, I
it's-
wonder if that'll be enough.
And they still
Probably
can't
not.
put that money into actually making a proper platform.
To expand on that from what Mark has, Shroud was, for those who he essentially took over Ninja on Twitch as the most popular, most sub to streamer. Had over 7 million followers. The only one to rival him was Tifu. But Shroud had triple the amount of subs. It is rumored that they both received $50 million to switch over to Mixer. Shroud
Wow.
said in an interview that he would not go to Mixer for anything less than $50 million, and it has come out that that's what Ninja was given, and it is rumored that's what Shroud was given as well.
Where do they
$50
have
million.
this money?
Microsoft.
It's Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Microsoft
Why
has
fund
unbuilt
a half-baked platform so hard, though?
market
Because
share.
they
they
want people to
can.
come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna pull the Epic where they're just gonna bring as much stuff over as they can before they fix their shit.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, it's rumored that $50 million to come over, and then honestly, that's like, why not?
This is, oh man, I would. I dunk
yeah.
on Mixer all the time, and you give me $50 million, I'm going over there. I'll
break
jump
it
ship.
down.
$5,000 and I'm game.
Yeah, you break it down. Yes, off of the subs and the donations, they would make way more on Twitch. But you rival the end game. You give me 50 million fucking dollars at
That's-
one given time.
That's guaranteed
okay.
money. That's
Yeah, it's
guaranteed money.
guaranteed money. You have exclusives. You have other deals.
Well,
Um,
and then here's the thing too, like, you know, their Twitch account's still up, so I mean, after
Yeah.
this exclusivity deal, which is disgusting to say,
Yep.
this exclusivity deal leaves, you know, if it's a huge flop, hey guys, I'm back on Mixer. Or back on Twitch.
And it's
Also-
supposedly these are only for 3 years. These are only 3, which is unreal to think about. So
The other big thing to like factor in is they're both YouTubers and they're both extremely successful YouTubers, so they have income no matter what.
Mhm.
This gave them what they probably make in a couple months
Mm,
right in their face.
I wouldn't say a couple months, probably about a year or so.
yeah,
Well, you got to think Ninja makes about 6 million a month. So I mean,
Yeah.
okay, I guess a year
Yeah.
makes sense.
but yeah. So now on Twitch, which I just found this out today, XQC is now the #1 most subscribed Twitch.
Who the
Um,
fuck is that?
No,
if you
idea.
look him up, he basically just watches videos from his people. XQC is his name. If you look him up, and then Asmon Gold is #2.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah,
No idea.
they're now #1 and #2 most subscribed people on Twitch. Yeah, XQC and Asmon Gold, ASMOND Gold. If you type in XQC and you see the guy's face, it may look familiar.
I'm gonna do that
Um,
right fucking now.
Oh, Schroeder. By the way, actually, I didn't realize who that was until about a second ago. Earlier, I had a dude in here in my
Who the
chat
fuck
who was
is
saying
that?
like guys that you people look like because he like said that Jeremy looked like someone. He said that James looked like someone. And he said that you look like someone. And apparently, you look like Asmon Gold.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
I can't hear you, Schroeder.
This dude's.
I don't know who that is.
This dude's.
It's a Twitch streamer, the guy they were just talking about. I don't know either, but apparently you look like
Asmon Gold is one of the top League of Legends and World of Warcraft players
Oh.
in the world, and
Oh, I know
X-
Asmon Gold. He's funny.
yeah, and XQC, his actual Twitch name is XQCOW. He basically is.
He looks like a fuck boy.
XQ
He's one of the world's most. He's from Canada. He is a professional Overwatch player, who actually plays like on. You will see like the TV show on, like Nickelodeon shit. He's on there.
Damn.
Yeah, he's actually one of the most. He is now the most subbed person on Twitch, and Asmon Gold is #2. He's from Quebec, Canada.
Quebec.
Quebec.
good old Quebec.
Quebecois.
So
So, Nate, I'm really curious, real quick.
What's up?
Did the guy that was in your chat that said that Schroeder looked like that one dude, Asmon Gold?
Yeah.
Did he say that I looked like Ouija the God?
No.
Aw.
He said you looked like a writer. Do you want to know who he said you looked like?
Who?
George R.R. Martin, apparently.
I mean, I don't think so.
I don't even
I
know
look-
who that is.
The Game of Thrones, motherfucker.
I never watched Game of Thrones. I don't know.
He's the
I
writer
mean, he
of the
also
book.
said Jeremy looked like someone. Well, that's a fictional character.
Who?
I guess you could dress up as him for Halloween.
I probably could. As a
You
young
got the
version
beard
of him.
for it.
Look
Say
up.
I look like a god, because that's the truth.
He said you look like Eggman. I wasn't gonna do anything, but you decided to put yourself on a pedestal, my guy.
Dr. Robotnik.
Hey, I'm a billionaire scientist. Why not?
Guys,
Throw your mustache out a little bit, my dude.
Yeah.
You might be able to replace Jim Carrey.
No, he has a mustache. I have a beard. I can't grow a mustache. Yeah,
You
those
just
are the.
gotta believe, bro.
I know. Tim the Tatman's like 3 or 4, and then Tfue is also on there now.
Nice.
What else you got, Mark?
Let me take a look.
while you guys are doing that, I want you to look up Ouija the God real quick and tell him he does not
Ouija
look.
the God.
Yeah, WEEGEE the God, and tell him he's not my like twin.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Looks like, all right, yeah. So it looks like Apple is killing a bunch of iPhone 5s. So if you have an iPhone 5
Nice.
that doesn't have iOS 3 point or 10.3,
Ready for that shit to stop working.
then it's going to kill your clock time, and your App Store, iCloud, email, web, and other services aren't going to work anymore.
GPS Is the
So
bad if you have an iPhone
consumer
5.
side of things, sure, whatever, that's annoying. Business side of things, incredibly smart.
Yeah, it's really smart for them, but it's I don't know. It's
I mean,
kind of
it's
annoying
time to
that-
move on if you have an
Yeah, it's like
I
the
mean,
iPhone
true.
5 and the iPhone 4s and all that shit. Like,
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
they probably won't work.
Can't use my original iPhone anymore. God damn
If
it!
you,
Yeah.
if you have a 1 to 3,
I
it
rigged up a
could be
Palm
worth quite a
Pilot
bit
to
of
work
money.
as a phone.
Ah,
Yeah,
I love it.
an old Palm, like the actual brand Palm.
Yeah.
run the Palm OS.
Oh yeah, Palm OS.
Yeah, see, you
Works really
you
well
think
as a
I'm too
phone.
young for that? I remember
Uh-huh.
it, motherfucker.
I have
What else
one.
you
You
Mark?
and Ouija do look very similar. Jesus Christ.
Apple also announced this morning iOS 13.2, which actually allows their cameras to do portrait photography.
Nice.
Yeah.
I guess they forgot that feature with machine learning on the new phone, so they put out an update to actually do that now.
That's good.
Alongside with that, they added about 70 new emojis, as well
Nice.
as the support for iPods Pro, which Apple also announced this morning.
Oh yeah. AirPods Pros those are honestly incredibly sick, and I think they're gonna beat out every other pair of earbuds that get released.
Yeah, they stopped using the weird fit-in design that they've had for the last few years and actually went to like a circular stick-in bud sort of thing.
Nice.
They also have
So it
I guess,
actually
functionality.
It goes in
Go
your
ahead.
ear instead of just rests on the ear, essentially.
Pretty
Correct.
much,
It
yeah.
doesn't just sit in the cavity anymore. It actually goes.
So
And
it
the cool
seals
thing I
it.
like about that, yeah. So instead of just being like, he said, like the ones that just sit there, they sit in the cavity. Instead of it just being a basic like pop off the rubber tip, it's actually like almost a modular version of that. You insert it into the actual thing, and it doesn't feel like it's bulging in your ear. It actually like fits to the cavity. Fits in like not the cavity, but like the tunnel of your ear. And the only other cool thing I think about that is they have a test that will be in like the software for them and everything to see which one legitimately sounds better, like for your ear size.
I don't know, man. Give me a pair of Sennheisers and I'm happy.
They also added the functionality for transparent hearing. So if you're in a
Yeah.
loud area and you want to hear it, you just tap it and you can hear other people talking.
Sony did that.
Yeah, they added a built-in EQ finally.
Wow.
They're calling this noise canceling because it actually seals with your ear now, and they'll ship on October 30th for $249.
It's actual active noise cancellation too. It's like just like what Sony has with like the actual
Or
the
Bose
filters
or
are on the side of them.
like Bose.
Do you have any more with Apple, Mark? Otherwise, I'll add on to it.
That's all that I have.
Friday, Apple TV Plus releases.
Yeah.
November 1st, so $5.99 a month. That is the first of many streaming services that will launch. Because 2 weeks from now is Disney Plus, and then so we basically start the
war.
climb of who will take over.
The
And it starts
streaming
with
war.
Apple on Friday.
They're all lost. They're all lost leaders.
I'm copping Apple for sure.
So we'll see what happens. We'll see. Obviously, Apple has everyone on the phones, and
What are you laughing at, Mark?
Verizon's doing a deal though where you get Disney Plus for free if you sign up if you buy a new phone.
Really?
Yep.
That's really interesting
Man,
because they have a
interesting
deal
deal.
with Apple already.
Yeah, I know, which is hilarious with the Apple Music.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they just go with Apple TV? Well, not Apple TV, but Apple Plus, whatever the fuck it is gonna be.
Well, I think they're doing both. You have the Apple Music. Hey, two different companies. Let's make as much
That
money as we
seems
can.
counterproductive, but like for Verizon, they're getting this, so I guess that works.
Yep. If you sign up for a new Verizon phone, you get Disney Plus for a year for free, which is kind of cool. So
The other cool thing, unless you have some more about Apple, in the I never remember what the actual term is, but in the for lack of a better word, like data stuffs for iOS
The logs?
13.2. It's like it's the things that people leak. I can't remember the name. But in in the stuffs, fuck, the data stuffs for iOS 13.2, there was more information about the Apple's Tile competitor, which I think is going to be extremely successful if they actually release it, because there's been things in there before that they ended up not releasing. But like the way that's going to work is if you pull up your phone and you look like where's my, and then it'll just give you like the tile, like whatever Apple's going to call it. It'll actually pop up a red balloon, so you can or whatever color balloon, so you can actually see exactly where it is and not just a general vicinity of where it is. Like it's it's over here, but like it's over here by this right here. And the other thing is more leaks came out for the SE2, which is very, very close to happening from what it looks like at least. So we should be expecting a legitimate budget phone for next year. Like $400, like Pixel 3 status.
Wow.
Pixel 3a, I should say. So I'm excited for something like that.
Yeah, that'd be good news. Yeah. If I can get rid of my S7, I'm gonna hate that phone.
Get a Pixel.
Get an
Thinking
iPhone,
about
my
it.
guy.
I don't know what I'm gonna get.
If you
I
get a
wanna
Pixel,
Note. I like
Um,
the Note phones.
please get a Pixel.
He had the note, the one that was exploding on people.
Oh, the
Millions.
7.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, like the new Pixel's a really good phone. I just think they missed quite a few marks with it.
The one
Okay.
thing I actually have a question about, this is going to be so stupid, but like Verizon sells the Note 5, or sorry, the newest Note version, 5G version,
Yeah.
for cheaper than they sell the regular version. Like it's like $35 a month or something, and then they sell the regular one for like 45.
I
And I'm
think
like,
it's just to strictly push. I'm imagining at least.
Probably. Get people out there with 5G.
Isn't the outright price more expensive though?
Probably.
I'd assume so. I figured.
Because
Are
I
you-
thought it went the Plus and then the 5G, which is the more expensive. I gotta look that up again because
Have you guys seen?
what's
Here's
up?
an interesting little tidbit in science. I think this just recently happened. I could be wrong. But Elon Musk and the satellite network.
Do you
he's
discover
building-
cat girls yet?
Mark, I can't hear you, buddy.
Starnet or whatever.
Yeah, the Starnet
Yeah.
network.
Yeah.
How about
That
that?
sounds a lot like Skynet.
I watched
Well-
the launch of that.
Yeah, super neat. So apparently what were they gonna? What did they launch? Like
They
28,000 of them or something?
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
fuck.
They just got an order for like 130,000 more.
Jeez.
Jesus.
And the biggest concern they have is spatial pollution. You know what I mean? Like too many of them. Hell, people were from the astronomy organizations were making kind of a stink about it when it was only 28,000 or how many ever it was. But apparently they're building a network of satellites that will, in a nutshell, if it goes the way they hope it does, replaces the internet.
Yeah, give internet to countries that can't get it.
Technically everywhere. Anywhere that has one of these uplinks
Interesting.
you'll have the whole world will have the internet.
It's like
You want to talk about
satellite.
Elon doing big things? Can you imagine?
Is
That'd
it
be
going to be
wild.
free internet?
Oh, who knows? Probably not. Well, but it's Elon, so maybe
For
someday he'll
real?
find other
Maybe.
ways. He'll find other ways to make money off of it. Honestly, the most expensive independently ran LAN fiber optic cable is actually ran from like Jersey to somewhere in London, and
Huh.
it was somebody Google it real quick. It was like a lot of money, and it was literally just to shave off like 0.25 seconds of speed between finding information between various financial institutions.
Wow.
Because think about it, man. If you have that 0.2 millisecond, 0.22 whatever millisecond, whatever the damn thing is, if you have that slight advantage over making those calls when there's billions of dollars involved, it's crazy. And this is supposed to drop it down even further once they get it to where they want it to be.
Wow.
Yeah, this is supposed to drop it down to like Oh God, some ridiculous amount.
It's
But we'll see.
45 miles and it's supposed to reach 1,850 homes.
Well, the longest unregenerated terrestrial fiber optic link is 10,358 kilometers, which is equivalent to 6,436.26 miles, which was achieved by Telestra Corporation Australia with their link between Perth and Melbourne, Australia on 13th of February 2015.
Well, the other thing too is like the idea of fiber optic being the fastest relay method too.
Yeah.
Nope. You'd think it's as fast as the speed of light. It's really not. When it hits that fiber optic cable, it's about half the speed of light as it goes through that cable. This network he's building in outer space is supposed to be like laser beams hitting each other, you know, so it's supposed to be fast. You know, I mean, that's also going to increase the speed. So
That's crazy.
science is happening.
It doesn't say. That's just so
Mars.
funny. It's 62 milliseconds off the present latency between London and Tokyo. That was milliseconds, man. I guess they got up after a long period of time, but
Yeah,
it's just funny.
but you're making calls faster than the other guy, and that's what it comes down to there.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what's
I mean.
important.
So people are willing to pay big bucks for it.
Hype.
It's like
It
people
took-
that mid-map their characters, you know?
You said it took off what, 62 milliseconds?
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what the
realistic-
article said.
With like a perfect connection and that, you're looking at pretty much quicker than even
Hype.
loading another screen. Like if you're just trying to like go into like open Google or some shit,
Yeah.
that's like almost absolutely instantaneous.
I know. I know.
It's just hi, I'm here.
The shitty thing about fiber though, it's so fucking wishy-washy. Like I'm doing a speed test right now on my fiber internet. My ping is 1,
Nice.
which
Solid.
Nice.
is really good.
One ping.
Obviously, you ultimately want 0, but still 1 ping is good.
We'll take
I'm
one.
happy with my 30.
Like right now, I am maxing out at 570 megabytes download, and I am maxing out at 650 upload. Bastards! It's supposed to be 1,000 and 1,000. Too slow.
You'll never get it.
No, I know. They
So
even
funny.
said like you'll never get that. You'll never get the 1,000 and 1,000. I think the best I've gotten was 800 download and like I think it was like 750 upload.
Nice.
Pretty fast.
Yeah,
what you're
it's,
getting is pretty much perfect because it usually says half your speed.
yeah. Well, I usually always get half. I never like it. Just depending on the time of the day. If I'm in the middle
Yeah.
of the night here and
Congestion and shit.
no one's streaming or anything along those lines, then I'll get like fucking stupid crazy. Like the day I was watching the Black Hole, Fortnite Black Hole. It was like 2:30 my time, and everyone else was sleeping. I did a random speed test, and that's when I got like the max, almost not max, but I got the highest I've gotten. So one day.
Yeah.
What
That
else
was
you
my
got?
little tiny bit of news and science.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Love
thought
it.
that was
Nice.
super interesting.
So, Nate, you said that you had a list.
I do. I have 2 actually.
You have a lisp.
I have lists. So if I can get my mouse over my other screen, that'd be
Oh,
lovely.
busted list.
All right. So I have my first list is a long one. It's the top 31 horror games of all time. Countdown to Halloween. It is from good old Game Rant that I've seen like one of the list from. And I'll go through these pretty quickly. I'm not gonna like read them. We can like chat.
I could probably
But-
explain every single one of them.
All right, if you can like do like a quick explanation on each of them, absolutely. The first one, it's a VR one. It's The Exorcist Legion VR.
Basically, it's The Exorcist, but in VR. Go ahead.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh my
that's all
God.
that it is. No, like legit. It's The Exorcist movies, but in VR.
Like you're experiencing it. That's
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting though. Like that seems kind of cool.
You're like the Jesus guy, the priest. There we go. That's the word.
Okay, the Jesus guy. All right, the 30 is one that's regarded as a children's game, but I mind you, is still fucking horrifying if you play in the middle of the night in complete darkness, which is Five Nights at Freddy. I don't care what anybody says. That game freaks me out when it's super
FNAF.
quiet and dark.
Yeah, those games are weird. I don't fucking know why. Like they're made for kids. That Granny, Slenderman. It's like
Mhm. Well,
Slenderman.
Slenderman originated from a creepypasta that was never meant for children.
yeah, but you see a lot of these
Yeah.
streamers who like are veered towards kids. That those are the games they play.
Mm-hmm. And everyone knows what Five Nights at Freddy is, and don't just type it in. You'll find it like less than instant.
That'd be strange. I don't know. If
One I've never heard of that looks semi-anime-ish. So James might know it. Haunting Ground.
Not familiar.
Spiritual Success to Clock Tower.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I know what that is then. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically the Clock Tower 4 that we've always wanted. Running through a
Okay.
mansion, spooky guy wants to kill you. Bing, bang, boom. You can't fight.
The end of it is which is fascinating as oh my god, sexual themes are rarely explored by horror video games. The Suffering, which I've never.
Rockstar Games made it back years ago. Was it Rockstar? I forget who it was, but like PS2 era. You are a convict in a prison that gets overrun by like these monsters, and you have to escape.
Okay.
I think it is by Rockstar.
The Suffering. It doesn't actually say. It's taking inspiration from Shining.
Mhm.
27, which is Siren, which looks awful. It's
No, Siren's
mi-
great.
it's kind of like The Ring and The Grudge,
Siren's good.
Japanese style horror
Yep.
game. Okay.
There you go. Think of The Ring.
And okay, well, 26, Clock Tower.
Clock Tower's great. Spooky man with giant scissors. Scissorman coming at you, trying to get you.
Yeah, that's the excerpt. Is just the scissors at like a girl hiding behind a obelisk or some shit.
Yep.
One of my favorite games of all time, and one of the very few games to legitimately get banned in countries like permanently. Can anyone guess?
Manhunt.
Alice.
Yeah, I was gonna say
good old
Manhunt.
Manhunt.
Yeah.
One of the very few like AO games.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That was the
Uh,
first rated M game.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. No.
Huh?
No.
No.
I heard it. I thought it was.
It was.
No.
It was
the first
from
AO.
AO.
Game.
Yeah, adults only.
Oh, AO. Okay.
Yeah. And
That
then
game was
another
vicious as fuck, dude.
that game. Yeah. No, I
It really was
accidentally
vicious.
I accidentally got a hold of that game at 12 years old.
Yeah.
Nice.
I saw it and I was like, "What is this?" And my cousin wasn't home. Was like 20. Like no, he was like 19 at the time. And I'm like, so I see his PlayStation. And I'm saying, I put it in, and I'm just going to town, slicing people apart. I'm like, what am I playing?
You guys recall a game called Soldier of Fortune?
Yep.
Dude,
I-
Yeah.
That
I
was
play-
another one.
I
That
played
was,
Gold
like,
on
viciously
Dreamcast.
gory. God, I played on the computer. I don't know how bad it was on Dreamcast, but on the computer,
Same.
dude.
The exact same.
Oh,
Exact
you shoot somebody
same.
in the
Yeah.
stomach, and they're just shit starts falling out all over the place. Like
Blow off limbs.
Nice.
vicious.
It was.
dude.
It was the first game to have like you could like blow off limbs. Like there was. I think it was
Okay.
like 32 points of like impact.
Exploding
Yeah.
body part. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, Manhunt actually was involved in a murder case.
Mhm.
What?
Yeah,
They
they
had that here.
Yeah, they said implications that were used in the game were used in an actual. It was rejected by the court, luckily. But yeah, they said that what was implemented in the game was used in an actual, and that's where he got
The idea from?
Class-
the idea from was the game, and that's how he executed the murder was based exactly off the game.
That's nuts. That would be a that's in
Putting a-
somebody's head somewhere in real life.
You know, putting a plastic bag over their head and strangling them.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
Was-
game
Oh.
was specifically
bad.
designed to make you feel as uncomfortable as possible.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's one of them. Like that was one part of it, but
Mhm.
there was
Yeah,
other gruesome parts that they said they were implicated in a murder.
Yep. Jack
Oh, yeah,
Thompson was one of the guys who was claiming that Manhunt was the
Okay.
reason.
Yep. But then the court ended up throwing it out, which is so it didn't. And because of that, they made a number
Oh.
2. They made a Manhunt 2.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And then 24, Outlast.
All right, you're
Okay.
a reporter at an insane asylum. A lot of spooky shit happens. It's one of those horror games where you just hide the entire fucking time. I'm not a huge fan of
Yeah.
them.
Those ones are so annoying. I'm
Mhm.
not a big fan of those.
No, it's just jump scares and don't be loud.
I know.
Yes.
23, good old Fear,
Sure.
which was a solid game.
Fear! First encounter Assault Recon, first person shooter. You remember the first encounter Assault Recon. Spooky shit happens. Next.
Was it Fear 1, 2, or 3?
Fear 1.
Was there any other ones?
So similar to Fear, but one of the games I actually enjoy, Soma.
there was multiple Fear
Soma's
movies.
cool.
Soma's made by the guys that made
Amnesia.
Amnesia, yeah. More of psychological,
Yep.
less jump scary.
Psychological. It's a really good game, and it was free for quite a while on PlayStation.
Mhm.
21, the game I consistently say is one of my favorites, Alan Wake.
Yeah.
You're a reporter in
Said a lot of
Massachusetts
good things about
because this is a Stephen King novel.
that.
Honestly, yeah.
Isn't it this one? Essentially, you got to use like your light to like take away the demons and shoot them. Like,
Yep.
aren't you like in a cabin?
Yep.
Kind of, yeah.
Yep.
That's what I thought.
It's actually like spiritually Control, another game, and Alan's Wake are all very like somehow
Control,
intertwined. Quantum Break. Is that
Quantum
what it
Break.
is?
Yep, Quantum Break.
Okay.
Yeah, because in this game, if I recall it, like you basically go to this town on a boat, because you're writing a book, aren't you? And the book comes
Yes.
true or something like that. That's what I thought.
I don't know why this is on here. James, you can probably give it some reasoning, but Dino Crisis?
No,
It says Resident Evil may be
It's-
Capcom's most
yeah,
well-known survival
it's-
horror.
it's not a survival horror. It's more of an action game. It kind of threw away the survival horror. It has tank controls and I guess some
Okay.
survival aspects, but it's not a survival horror.
Isn't this a fucking arcade game that you play like
don't
Dave and
think
Buster's
so.
and shit?
Nope. It's a it's Resident Evil but with dinosaurs.
Okay.
Continue on. It's
Well,
good.
Condemned.
It's
there's
good.
Some game like this.
Oh, Condemned Criminal Origins does not get enough
Yeah.
love. It was made by Sega back in 2005 or 6 for the Xbox 360. You play as a detective who's hunting down a serial killer, but you get framed for the murder. One of the main things
Yeah.
and the main appeals of the game is that you can actually like pull shit like pipes off of the wall and use that as a weapon, and like 2x4s
Active
and
world,
stuff.
that's cool.
Yeah. There has not been a game since that has such unique weight to each weapon. There,
Like, that's cool.
yeah, there was a bug in it where there's like actually an achievement where you have to finish the game without shooting the gun once. Guns are few and far between. But one of the achievements for it was bugged. That achievement was bugged because if you at any point at all shot your gun, you're fucked. You would have to. It would negate it for any subsequent playthrough. You would have to make a new profile
That's
Damn.
crazy.
to get that achievement.
That's hardcore punishment there. 18 is the seventh guest. I've never even slightly heard
The
of this.
seventh guest was made by I think the team that made Resident Evil back in the day. No, Seventh Guest. Fuck. Seventh Guest was a survival horror game. I think before Alone in the Dark.
Game came out in 1993.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on the Super Nintendo, well, Super Famicom. Yeah, it was by the team that made the Resident Evil games. It was based off
20th
of a
okay.
movie. Name of the same
25th
name.
anniversary just came out a couple months ago.
Mhm.
And then I believe Jeremy's a fan of this one. I don't.
Interactive puzzle adventure is what seventh guest is.
Yep.
But Alien Isolation.
No, that's Jeff.
Oh, Jeff.
He
I just-
played that.
Yeah,
I
I'm not a big
personally don't
fan
know a
of
ton
that one.
about it. No, I thought one of y'all was a fan of it.
Alien Isolation.
Just played it. He streamed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a
Still have to
good game.
finish it.
It's a good game.
It's scary. It's one of the games you just crawl around hiding
Yeah.
the whole time.
But you,
Jump
Okay.
scares.
yeah, you're running away
interact
from
with
the
it.
alien the entire time.
So apparently, the game before Bioshock, you got System Shock.
Yep, System Shock is a really good game. Yeah,
This one specifically
futuristic.
2.
System Shock 2 is one of the best games ever made. No cap.
Okay, bold claims.
No fucking cap.
No cap.
Futuristic. Think of 2001: A Space Odyssey. Both guns.
Okay.
So Doom, maybe.
Yeah.
One of my personal favorite horror games is number 15, Until Dawn.
Until Dawn's fantastic. Best B movie ever.
Beautiful interactive movie kind of thing.
I wish Man of Medan was as good.
This one looks like James might know it. It's anime-esque. Fatal Frame, Crimson Butterfly.
Oh yeah, Fatal Frame's great. All the Fatal Frame games are really good. So basically, it takes place in Japan, and it uses the whole legend of that you can capture ghosts using a spiritual camera. So that's all it is. It's
Okay.
like you have to go around, and
Oh, I
the
played
only way
this.
that you can see the enemies is when you pull up your camera.
It's
Yeah, I've seen
Pokemon
this.
Snap.
Yeah,
but for ghosts.
yeah.
much.
Pokemon Snap. It's Pokemon Snap, but a horror game.
Yeah, pretty.
That's
I played this
crazy.
game before. Where you hear noises and shit, and you walk around, and you turn
Hmm.
around. You gotta take pictures of the ghosts before they attack you, and you take pictures of it. You hurt it.
Mhm.
Basically, you're
That's
capturing its soul by taking a picture of it. I played this before.
exciting.
This next guy is one of the very first horror games ever made from Capcom, released in 1989. Can you name it, James?
Nope, I forget the name.
Silent Hill.
Sweet Home.
Oh yeah, Sweet Home. Yeah, that was the straight up precursor to Resident Evil. It was on the Famicom. You play as 4 characters going through a mansion. It's very Resident Evil like, zombies and stuff.
Why do these
Yeah.
graphics look phenomenal?
What graphics?
What? Is that lies for Sweet Home?
Oh, it's Home Sweet Home is what comes up when I type in Sweet Home.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh.
these graphics look amazing for a fucking 1980 game. Like, they look literally like it just came out. And to come to find out that it did just come out. It's a VR game called Home Sweet Home. Never mind.
Oh shit. Okay.
Maybe it's a
So
remake of the original from back when.
12 is okay. So it's effectively considered the demo for the canceled
PT.
Silent Hill games. Yep.
PT, you run
What's it
around
called?
as PT,
PT.
playable teaser, from a fake company called 2044 Studios.
I
It
remember this.
It
was
sounds like a
It was
vendetta.
creepy.
yeah, it's really good. It's just a damn shame you can't play it anymore. I still have it on my PlayStation 4. It was the best game of 2014.
Yeah, it actually specifically says PT was once available for PS4.
Yeah, until Capcom got rid of it. Took it down
Yeah.
after they had the fallout with Kojima. That was the game
What
that was
other-
going to be that was made by Kojima and Guillermo del Toro, starring Norman Reedus, prior to his funky fetus.
And I don't know if you guys are doing it, but I am. I have Chrome up on my stream so people can see it, and I'm just typing in the game so they see what we're talking about if anyone's watching.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, James, one of your absolute favorite games of all time, I do believe, is number 11.
Resident Evil 4.
Silent Hill.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4 is one of the best games ever made. It's definitely one of the top 3 Resident Evil games ever made. Perfect. It's a perfect game. Like there's
I went to type in Resident Evil, and Resident Evil, as the top searches, 8 and 9 comes up, which is hilarious. Lies.
Well, so I'm gonna be real with y'all. I didn't fully look at this list because I also wanted to be surprised, and I got japed. They said check back tomorrow for the next games
Oh,
on Game Nerd's list
no!
of top 31. I'm so mad.
Fuck, I guess we're gonna have to do a special tomorrow where it's
what's-
just finishing it off.
yeah.
Right.
Like, what did you leave out? Top 10?
Yeah, we're hitting the top 10, and that's where they cut me off.
I know Resident Evil 2 is going to be on there. Silent Hill 2 is going to be on there. I would say, I bet you $20 fucking dollars they're going to put goddamn Amnesia on there and Slenderman.
Probably.
Well, I found one that was the top 20 best horror games of all times by Games Radar, but that's up to you if you want to continue with that.
Completely up to you, my dude.
You want to just do 10? Go from 10 on?
Yeah,
This
do
is
the
con-
10, yeah.
this is
Well,
the
I
continu-
wasn't gonna do top 20. I was just gonna do
Yeah.
10.
This is just the continuation of the list. Let's throw these
Yeah.
lists together. We can talk about the actual list after next
Yeah.
week.
Okay.
Give me 2 seconds here. Do you have a list, James?
I already did mine.
I have a quick top 10 list that I kind of wanted. I was gonna try to insert earlier when you were talking about comic shit, but I didn't find a good time. Top 10 scariest DC comics all in time for Halloween. Because I'm a big fucking DC nerd. The top 10 is American Vampire. Essentially, it's a part of the DC Black Label, which is the adults, just like how Marvel had Marvel Max, which was specifically for adults. It's, as it sounds, about a vampire. Doesn't say a lot. I don't remember this comic too much, so we're gonna skip that one. We're gonna continue. I don't know what Animal Man is, but apparently
It's about a man that's an animal.
Yeah, his power comes from the red. It's a life force power to take on the abilities of any animal. I don't understand how that's scary though. This one's actually concerning because this is all about like Joker. Arkham Asylum, a serious house on.
I hear that's really good.
Yeah, it's honestly super solid. Creepy, surreal, and creative, Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on Serious Earth is the groundbreaking novel by Grant Morrison. And if anyone is a fan of comics, specifically look for Grant Morrison's runs because they are phenomenal. The artwork and the arcs are great. But basically, the inmates of Arkham Asylum take over the prison. Batman must endure a demented and horrifying journey facing off against his gallery of rogues in their versions of hell. The book can get a little difficult to read. But he basically goes through Arkham and is just completely surrounded in their universes as he goes through. Like what their worst possible like living situation, universe kind of thing is. The next one is actually what started New 52, depending on what you're looking at, which is Blackest Night, if anyone knows what that is. Blackest Night is essentially the Black Lantern Corps and their leader, Black Hand, basically turns everyone to zombies except a few, like Batman, Superman, most of them. Besides, I want to say this is the one that's on the screen, which is Hal Jordan, I think. Yeah, Hal Jordan. Basically, Black Lantern filled Green Lanterns, heroes, villain, and this pretty much reset the universe at one point. And then they also have their equivalent to Marvel Zombies, which is Deceased, essentially Marvel's Zombies, but DC. That's not very much more. Then there's this whole Constantine one, which I actually do know Hellblazer. Essentially, if anyone knows who Constantine is, he's a warlock, he's an alcoholic, he's a chain smoker. Super dope. And the movie Constantine that had Keanu Reeves was actually connected to the DC universe, but not like what we know now, but it was a adaptation of the DC character. But Hellblazer apparently had to do with dark magic, demons. I'm trying to find. Oh, okay. So basically, a demon kept showing him what his life was going to be like, and he found out he had lung cancer because he was a chain smoker, and he kept dangling the cure in front of him. It was more of a psychological, like sketchy thing. Justice League Dark, all of like the villains that are like pretty much villains, but also have like some like good reasons for being villains, are like a Justice League, and they kind of just fuck shit up. And the last one I've never heard in my life, so I'm gonna skip that, but it's called the Sandman Universe. And it's mostly about like the Sandman, like the one who makes you go to sleep, but in the like the darkest, most twisted way you can think of.
Nice.
It's like a Freddy Krueger.
So none of these lists that I
Yeah.
found are the same. A lot of them repeat, and each one's different. So I found one of the top 50 greatest scary horror games of all time. I'll start with number 15 because there's some on your list that you didn't have.
Okay.
But there's some that is. Number 15, System Shock 2.
Yep.
Number 14, Dead Space.
Dead Space is great.
That's what I was thinking.
Number 13, Stalker.
Stalker takes place in the Chernobyl.
Number 12, Bioshock.
Bioshock's good.
Number 11, Dying Light.
Dying Light's pretty great.
Number 10, Alien Isolation. Number 9, Soma. Number 8, which it's not a scary game, but I guess it was just fun. Left 4 Dead 2.
Zombies, I guess. It's
Yeah.
equals scary.
Number 7, Resident Evil 7.
All right. Okay.
That was
It-
a pretty scary game.
it-
You put that shit on VR. Yeah, that's
It doesn't be. It shouldn't be that high, but I'll give it that. Top
Number
15,
6.
yes.
Internal Darkness.
Oh, Sanity's Requiem. That game was great on the PlayStation, made by Silicon Knights, or not PlayStation, GameCube, made by Silicon Knights. That was one that kind of had a fear meter that would fuck you up in a way of, hey, my TV just turned off, quote unquote, or hey, you deleted my save, that kind of stuff. It was a cult classic, really good game. Walmart had it for like $60 for like 10 or 15 years, something stupid like that. After the 360 was out, the Walmart near my house had it still for like
Nice.
$60.
Number 5, Resident Evil 2, the remake, 2019 version.
RE2 remake's fantastic.
Number 4, The Last of Us.
Last of Us, okay, yeah, I could see that.
Number 3, Silent Hill 2.
Silent Hill 2 is one of the best video games ever made. Is the best horror game ever made, in my opinion.
Number 2, Insomnia, The Dark Descent.
Amnesia?
Amnesia?
Sorry. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh,
Amnesia.
fuck off!
You don't
Oh.
sound thrilled there, bud.
You don't like it?
No! Not over Silent Hill 2. Fuck that. Silent Hill 2's number 1.
And number 1 is Silent Hill. Number 1 is Resident Evil 1, the remake. The GameCube remake.
Put
to be specific.
Put Silent Hill 2 up at number 1, and then move Resident Evil Remake for GameCube right below it.
Why the GameCube remake?
Because it was
why specifically that
because
one?
everything that they changed in it, they added a lot of new stuff. They completely rechanged the game a lot. That's where the Crimson Heads get introduced into it. The zombies that will not stay down. A lot more tension in it. Beautiful graphics, especially for the time. Tank controls, but not tank controls. It was before RE2 remake came out. I think it was the best remake of any game
I think
ever.
it's funny that they put a picture of the RE1 remake for PS4 as the image of the Resident Evil GameCube remake.
Well, because all the subsequent remakes for like Steam, PS3, 360, well not 360, but PS3, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, Steam,
Yeah.
Steam again, are all based off of the GameCube remaster. Wii.
Yeah. That I would say Resident Evil and Silent Hill 2 are probably the games that creep me out the absolute most out of any game I've played, in terms of like also the fact being way younger too, but just like the scary fact of like, oh my god, something's happening, like
Right.
just running away, with being scared out of my mind with Resident Evil, the original.
Resident Evil is always the kind of game where it's like, oh, this is cheesy, like B-movie horror, where it's a lot of like bleh and that kind of stuff. But then Silent Hill was always like oh shit, this is actually fucking terrifying.
Yeah, Alien versus Predator is what used to get me as a kid.
Yeah.
I had an uncle or a cousin, I don't know who the hell had it, but they had it for the Jaguar.
Oh my god, the Jaguar!
And he would play it, and his room was in the basement, the scary ass fucking basement. And I'd be like, oh, I got with Uncle or whoever the fuck this guy is, and watch him play this game.
Turns out he's not even an uncle.
Oh man,
Shit out of me. I hated that game.
The one game that I'm genuinely surprised wasn't on either list we talk about, and I just found it as number 3 on the gamers list, which is The Evil Within.
The Evil Within was trash.
That was on the one I was looking at, but
Was
it
it?
was the top 50. That was up. That was like number 18.
Evil Within
Okay.
2's much better.
And then
Yeah,
number
that was
2
18.
and 1 for this list is Dead by Daylight, then Last of Us. I don't
Oh my
really
God.
think Last of Us is like a horror game.
Yeah, it's more like a
I don't-
horror drama.
Yeah, it's more of a character action game, if anything.
Just
But-
because zombies are in it, apparently we're considering things horror.
Well, Left 4 Dead was on that one. That
Was
Walker,
it?
That Walker said, yeah.
Mhm.
But no, those.
It was also based on popularity too. So Left 4 Dead, The Last of Us was crazy popular, and people were pissed that number 2 is delayed.
No, I haven't heard a single person say bad things about that.
Well, they're not like I have a friend on Facebook who's very vocal. He was, and the funny thing is too. So he posted about The Last of Us 2 being delayed. He was like, it's fine. He's like, I got Watch Dogs Legends. Watch Dog Legions. Yeah, he's like, I got Watch Dog Legions and like 3 other games. So I commented, it's like, I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not about Watch Dogs, but it got delayed as well. And I posted the link, and he was like, no, I just found this out now. So then he follows it up that these fucking companies, if they're gonna say they're gonna release the game, I was like, oops, I shouldn't have said anything.
To quote
I mean, like,
to quote Shigeru Miyamoto, a delayed game, a good game can be delayed, and a bad game can be delayed and be good later on, but a bad game is bad forever.
Yep.
true.
We'll see what happens.
That's pretty much what I was gonna say. Is I'd rather have them game finished and then release a good product instead of getting
What was that noise for?
I'm looking at the releases, and I forgot the one game comes out. If you want to talk about some releases,
Oh
James.
shit! I forgot about releases. To be 100%
Releases.
honest, let me load up releases.com.
Releases.com.
Releases.com. What are some of your guys' favorite horror games as I load up releases.com? Mine's Silent Hill 2.
Yeah. You know the fog was added into the game because of render distance issues.
Graphical
game?
limitations. Gotta love it. Oh, the Silent Hill games. And then they got
Oh,
rid of
yeah.
it in the HD remakes, and everyone was
And everybody
pissed.
was like, "This shit is garbage.
Because,
This isn't even scary anymore."
well, not just that, but
Ugh.
like, hey,
They made
those
that
trees over there are just floating in the air. Because they didn't fucking program it. Just damn shame we're not going to get a remake because they lost source code for all those games. What is the week of?
Sure they can
29th.
remake it, though, right? What do you mean? They can still remake it.
They still can. They would have to remake it from the ground up. Like,
It's fine. We shot a goddamn car out of space. We can make a fucking video game.
all right. So on the what's the date
Tomorrow.
today? 29th.
Tomorrow.
All
Or
right.
today for you guys.
Well, Resident Evil 5 and 6 come out on the Switch. Yay. Vampire comes out on the Switch today. Xenocrisis comes out on the Xbox One tomorrow, on the 30th. Luigi's Mansion 3, which I'm hyped for, comes out on the 31st. What the fuck were you talking about tomorrow?
you literally missed like the best game that's coming out tomorrow.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Aladdin and the Lion King.
That's today!
Well, it's tomorrow for me.
Well,
oh, that's right. You
well,
live in a different
I
time zone.
4 out of the 5 people here live in the same goddamn time zone.
Whatever.
Okay,
They
Super
classic
Monkey Ball,
Aladdin and-
Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD comes out today, and Harvest
Yep.
Moon Mad Dash comes out today. Cool.
Yeah, I'm fucking hyped about that Aladdin and Lion King game. It's pretty cool.
Fuck yeah.
James is gonna get Resident Evil 6 for his Switch.
fuck off and die already.
But you love Resident Evil.
Go
6.
fucking jump in a ditch and never come out.
Oh my gosh.
Probably the best one ever made, honestly.
Mm,
Definitely beats
mm.
4.
I know you're just japing me and egging me on, but nah, I'm a little upset.
I'm stressed.
Spherical.
It's
The Pock.
All right.
it's spherical.
Luigi's Mansion comes out on the 31st.
Yeah, I do. Luigi's Mansion 3, Guigi.
Planet 2 is finally releasing on November 5th.
It's crazy.
Oh no, that's gonna be. Let's save that for next week.
Yeah.
You guys ever heard of Ryan's toy review?
Yes,
YouTube?
it's got a fucking game coming out. I
Got a game coming out next week.
purposefully passed over that.
Race with Ryan. What?
Can we not do that?
This kid is a 7-year-old kid. He was worth
Yeah.
$10 million.
No, his parents.
No,
his parents
are worth $10 million.
Well,
Because he legally can't
parents
touch that till he's
through-
18.
Yeah, but his parents, because of him, are that, which is unreal.
He literally sat down and talked about toys.
Well, no,
fucking hate it.
his family started filming because his family's in Korea. They started filming him because they wanted his family to see him play, and they forgot to make the videos private, so they were uploaded publicly, and basically just took off. Unreal.
All right, guys, what's coming up? What's coming out? Let's get this over with quick.
I hate life.
I do too. Resident Evil 6
7-year-old
exists. I
kid.
hate it. I hate life.
The lady and the giraffe, as some people say.
Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of extra coming out.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, there's
Cool
some
stuff's
stuff,
coming
nothing
out
too
2 weeks
crazy.
from now.
Yeah.
What about for you guys?
nothing-
What's coming up
nothing
for you?
too big.
What's coming up for you guys?
For myself, Call of Duty, Sea of Thieves, Apex Legends, whatever I decide to play, really.
There you go.
With whoever wants to play.
Whomst.
Right. Captain Geach 15. Find me on every place you can think of, including Pornhub.
Did you seriously make a Pornhub account?
Still post
Start
it?
uploading videos up
Yeah.
there, my guy.
That's
Hey, man,
why
you
people
gotta-
go there.
Gotta make money
I've been
somehow.
seriously contemplating making a Pornhub account so I could play some terrible Japanese porn games.
Hey,
Like legit.
you'll get views. I guarantee.
Yeah, I betcha.
guarantee you'll
I'll
get
probably
views
get
off
more
of it.
views on there than I would on like Twitch or YouTube.
We'll be trick or treating with my kids on Thursday, so that'll be.
You gonna
got
you
that
gonna
going for
IRL
me.
stream?
I should. Did you guys see the
Go
picture I
Pokemon
sent you
hunting while you're at it.
Yeah.
of all the candy we got?
Yeah, that shit was
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, and that doesn't even fucking include Halloween. So
The
I'll be
pre-Halloween.
emailing you guys candy. Yeah, I said
Emailing?
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
Don't forget to
Lovely.
put it on your email, your e-message on your e-greeting card.
I'm gonna Venmo you guys some candy. But no, that's all I got. I got nothing special. Hopefully one day. Well, next week, hopefully gaming will be easier for us and streaming and everything because we'll be 2 hours behind. Celebration.
Yeah.
This is true. This is true.
So we gotta capitalize on that 2 hour difference instead of 3 because that.
Mhm.
I honestly, I think it'll do a lot.
Yeah.
So, but that's all I got. Jameson, you go.
All right, you can when I ever decide to upload the fucking videos and get off my ass and actually edit, you can watch Final Fantasy VII Let's Play, Yakuza 0 Let's Play, and Man of Medan Let's Play on youtube.com/people8studios. You can also watch me stream Man, I Really Want to Suck Claude's Dick on twitch.tv/people8studios. Playing more whatchamacallit, Fire Emblem Three Houses until Pokemon comes out. And then you can tweet at me at people810. Tweet me your spiciest memes. I'm
I
also
like it.
I'm also not gonna be playing anything else but Fire Emblem. Maybe Call of Duty. Who knows?
Dating sim.
Call of Booty. Supposedly Miller downloaded it and Nate Suschek has it as well.
He downloaded it too.
So hopefully we can get a big group of people to play some COD.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Have an entire team filled.
Yeah, I know. What about you, Nate?
Nothing particularly special. I am
Oh.
holding off on my streaming. Wait, did you have something?
Well, it's something that us two are gonna be doing this week.
Oh, yes. Well, I'll let James talk about that because he's the orchestrator. But I'm waiting till I get my overlays from my team lead till I start streaming again because I kind of want to revamp everything anyhow. But once I get Modern Warfare for my PC, I'll be streaming because that's cheaper than getting an Elgato at the moment. Gotta
a little
prioritize.
bit. A little bit.
Yeah.
Not really. It's the same price. A $60
fuck do
game
you
and a
mean?
$60 Elgato. What do you? Same price.
Okay, first of all, if I wanted to get a normal Elgato, that's $159. If I want to get one that goes in my computer, that's $179.
Now with your
Where
discount.
do you find that's also untrue? And we will talk about that after the stream. Because
Maybe I got
legality.
mine at a good deal. I'm pretty sure I got mine at for like $100. I don't know.
Once again, for legality.
Yours isn't in the computer though, Walker.
What'd you say?
Yours isn't in the computer. Yours is an external one like mine.
Oh, you said you wanted an internal one. Okay,
Yeah, I
then.
want to get the one that I plug into the motherboard.
Oh,
But
okay, I didn't hear that one. Got it.
other than that, you can find me everywhere at YF Kitsune. That's pretty much all from me. I'm not doing a whole lot. I'm gonna be ordering more stuff for my cosplay that I got.
What about you, Marker?
Nothing too crazy. Just gonna be playing the Outer Worlds.
Yeah, you are.
I always talk about getting into streaming again, but we'll see how that goes.
Do it.
Well, one day or another, I'll get my shit together and actually, do it. Like,
Mark, I can
We'll
find
see.
you a bunch of zesty games on itch.io to play. I would
Oh
fucking.
yeah, you said didn't you say you were working on a list?
Oh yeah, no, I have them. I just need to compress them and give them to you guys.
Nice.
We gotta play that
Maybe-
one that sim that we all watched that one day, where the guy's in the office trying to sleep with his secretary or whatever.
Maybe,
yeah.
What do you guys think about maybe doing that on the 31st? Like we all play his list of horror games
Sure.
simultaneously.
I'll
That's
watch you
Thursday.
guys.
Aren't you gonna play Overwatch?
Yeah, maybe after that though.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a bit
That's
late.
definitely doable. I still insist
It'd be
we
like
should all
around
play
midnight-
Jackbox
midnight
one of
to,
these
like,
days.
1 or 2.
We do. What the fuck game was the one where you try to sleep with your secretary?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. What that
I have
is.
no idea what
the
you're
one with
talking about.
the videos. I forget what it's called.
The one with the video.
Yeah,
Basi-
like it,
Oh,
It's
the
an
one we
interactive
watched that one
story.
night?
yeah.
Yeah, me, Mark, and Schroeder watched it the one night. It's literally a live sim, like with actual people.
I don't think the game. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
Forget
no,
what
it's not
called.
live
It's on
people, but it's
Steam.
yeah,
FMV.
it's not live, but it's with humans, and you pick what the guy says.
Oh
and that changes
no!
Yeah, it's an awful game.
No!
They just
Oh,
made a
it's
second
stupid.
one.
Yeah, I know
It's a
exactly
live
what
adaptation.
you're talking about. I know exactly what fucking game you're talking about. Super
was absolute-
Seducer.
Where's you in
Yeah, it was hilarious. It
Fucking
was so
Jeff.
stupid. It was funny.
Jeff, just in the background, of course you would know.
there?
No,
Fucking
it
Super
was,
Seducers.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was
Super, is
it
that
was-
the name of it? Super Seducer?
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it was. Because it was so stupid. It was
Batman.
hilarious.
Yeah, we watched Super Seducer too. Oh, they announced a third one.
Oh my god.
Yes, we all gotta play
Game
that.
of the Year edition.
No.
Yes. Save that for another night.
It's on
There we go.
Steam, so I can't play it. I don't play Steam.
God.
what about you, Strodes? What are you playing?
Yeah,
What
we
you
got
got
the
going on?
Thursday night throwdown Overwatch. I hope everybody joins this week.
This
Good
Thursday, I should be
interaction
available.
at all of you guys and our audience. You can find the link through our different social medias. Splash Screen G at Instagram, Splash Screen Gaming, Team Splash Screen at Facebook, and yeah, I guess that's about it for now.
Good shit. And
And
so, what do
then-
you? James? What do you?
Maybe
What?
some
What?
CP.
What do you two got
Appreciate it,
planned?
Toucan.
So the Anime Corner is returning as its own podcast, where
Nice.
me and Nate James talk about a specific anime every once in a while. What day were we going to do it?
Were you thinking Wednesday? Like Wednesday night would work?
Yeah, Wednesday night would be fine.
Is that weekly or bi-weekly or what?
Probably
I
bi-weekly.
don't- Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think we really hammered it out. I think bi-weekly.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Uh,
would make sense just because then it gives you time to watch
yeah.
some shit.
I don't think I'm going to be streaming it, at least the podcast, but it's definitely going to be uploaded on the Level Unlocked Podbean for right now.
There you go.
So
Nate James, watch every single episode of Dragon Ball Super,
Fucking
and all three of us will talk
God.
about it.
No can do, bud. I'd rather watch
Episodes
GT.
is that?
oh,
It's 131 episodes.
Wow. I think that would take longer than 2 weeks.
Not with that attitude, it won't.
I 100% would watch. I'd rather watch Kai, to tell you the truth.
At least Kai got rid of the
Actually
filler.
drowned in a lake, but I can't say it. I'm just kidding.
At least Kai got rid of the filler.
I'm
That's
just
true.
messing. I love
No,
it.
GT was phenomenal. Baby
Super
was a
was
great
phenomenal.
arc. Super is just
Okay, James, just because you like to shit on
Over-
shit without actually knowing the truth.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? Fucking excuse me? Oh, we are going to. There's gonna be some fist fights going on out
God.
after the stream.
You guys said you wouldn't Hong Kong hustle anymore.
The Hong Kong hustle came back.
You scared the
I'm just
children.
messing.
You
just
scare the
messing.
children.
I love you, Nate James. Just remember that. I wouldn't
Got
want to see you
you.
drowned.
I kind of want to see myself drown, but we'll talk about that later.
Hey,
I kid for
In
legal
adventure.
reasons.
For legal
Wait.
reasons.
All right.
All right.
Well, on that note, so I say that's a podcast, folks.
That is.
Hey,
Make
Walker.
sure you follow, like, love us
Walker.
on the social media that we only have one on.
Yep.
You love us, you email us, levelunlockpodcast@gmail.com.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that. I was gonna ask you where can
I'll
they?
get back to you, James. No
I
worries.
was gonna say where can they email us if they have a question that we can read when we don't have a 3-hour show, and I need
Yeah,
to
I
be
know,
up in
right?
6 hours.
levelunlockpodcast@gmail.com, which today we got a new follower, by the way, which is awesome. We're up to 7 followers and 550 downloads, which is awesome. So thank you for that.
Quite a few downloads.
It is. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at
Thank you,
@WhatJameson.
Big Dawson.
LVL
appreciate you.
Unlocked Pod. That's LVL Unlocked Pod.
Very much appreciate you.
Beautiful. So
Nice.
thank you everyone for the huge month we've been having. Significantly better than the month before, up 336% from the previous month. So
pretty
absolutely
good.
phenomenal. So
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you guys
That's
for that.
pretty good.
Hey,
Thanks for
that's
your
pretty
Hey.
continuous support.
That's pretty good.
And we will see you next week for episode 40 Mother effing 1.
Be safe
have
this
a good night.
Halloween.
Happy
Be-
Halloween, everybody.
Happy
Don't-
Halloween.
See you next week.
Happy
Don't-
Halloween.
Don't get
Thanks for your
needles in
time,
your
guys.
apples.
And to my